Okay, so hello everyone, and thanks for joining in today's live session. And hope I am audible. Like you can drop yes in the comment section if you can hear me. And today's session is all about Google Hash Code. So we are going to discuss everything about Google Hash Code. What is Google Hash Code? How we can prepare for Google Hash Code? And also we are going to listen the previous experience about from our seniors, those who have participated in Google Hash Code, and you can also drop your queries related to general coding or anything like related to your career or in general coding related to different Google events like Kickstart, Hashcode, all about that. So yeah, you can definitely comment on YouTube, and we are going to pick those comments, and we will try to answer those comments. So I will quickly add our seniors to the stream. Great. So yeah, uh, hello Raj Bhaiya, hello Shomo Bhaiya, hello Utkarsh Bhaiya, hello Ashish Bhaiya, and thanks for joining
Hello
today.
everyone.
Hi, Niloy, hi, and hi everyone. Thanks for inviting us.
Great. So yeah, like I think we can start now, and yes, I will request my team to just quickly drop the registration link in the comment and pin it so that people can just go to the link and they can register, and we can start our discussion now. So yeah, I think Bhaiyas, it will be great if you can like introduce yourself to our audience. I think most of them already know, but yeah, again, it will be great.
Okay, no problem. No. So my name is Darcy. I'm currently a fourth year graduate at Jalpaiguri Government Engineering College. I am currently interning at Amazon, and this this will be like enough, I think. You, Somo or Ashish, you can move on.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Yes, you are audible, Ashish.
Yeah. So hello everyone. I'm Ashish Ghosh, currently undergraduate final year student of Jalpaiguri Government Engineering College. I am also interning at Amazon, and I'm a 5-star at Codesef and expert at Codeforces. That's all.
Okay, Utkarsh and Somo.
Uh, Hello, my name is Utkarsh Pandey. I'm also currently in my final year, and I'm currently interning as the intern at JustPay. Uh, and I'm looking forward for this event to go awesome. Thank you.
You are on
Shom.
mute, Somo.
Hello. So I am Soma Bhattacharjee. Currently, I am in fourth year, and I am SD intern at Media.net. Besides that, I am 6-star at CodeShape and candid master at CodeForce.
Great. So, yeah, like apart from the good competitive programming profile, they are also like very helpful in they also help out like us juniors a lot. So, yeah, that is again another thing. So, yeah, first let us discuss about hash code. So, people don't have any knowledge about what is Google hash code and like how we can participate. So, just can you give some introduction about what is Google hash code?
Uh, yeah, when I was in my second year in college, I participated in a hash code. Uh, I didn't know much about Hashcode. I just saw there is an event of Google that is known as Hashcode. I used to participate in Kickstart and all those Code Jam uh, events, but Hashcode was new. And when I when so it's around a 4 hour event, right? Yeah,
Yes.
and it happens all over the world, and we get a huge problem statement. I remember, uh, which was surprising for me at the first because we get small problems, 2 3 problems, but in hash code you get a huge problem, and the unique thing is that the problem is a real world based problem. I remember when I gave this competition, it was on Google Playbooks. So the problem was like we have to accumulate some books, and what is the optimized way to do that. So it's an optimization problem that we get, and you get 4 hours, and you have teammates, two to four, I think. I participated with my roommate, and then you have to like, there is one problem, and you have to solve as many as test cases that you can, and based on that you get a rank, and if you score well, then you have a chance to go to world finals also. So that's about my experience with Hashcode, and it's very you enjoy a lot. It's like you solve some test cases. It's very satisfying. So enjoy it. You will also have your experience. That's all. Thank you.
So you want to
Thank
go?
you, Utkarsh Bhaiya. Yeah, like Shoma Bhaiya, Raj Bhaiya, Ashish Bhaiya, if you want to share more about Hashcode.
Yeah, sure. So I participated in Hashcode 2020 and 2021, I guess. The last year, I think the problem is based on like traffic signal Google Maps, and the thing Utkarsh mentioned, right? Like we were given a huge problem statement. A PDF was given, like not like CodeGem or Kickstart. We are given a PDF of problem statement, like 6 or 7 pages, and input formats and output formats are also given. They are given in files, not like copy pasting stuff like we do in CodeShape or CodeForces. Then we have to like like input take the input from file and produce the output in the file, and I have to like submit the file with the source code. And you can like run different submissions, like different solution for different test cases. That's your choice. You can see the test cases and try to see what the test case is about. If the test case is different from the previous one or not, then write your own code for different test cases and upload the solution. I think like the like Facebook Hacker Cup, we have to like run like download the input and then running the input on our source code and then uploading the solution. So it is different from like regular CodeShape or CodeForces contest. That's what I can say. And like the like problem, like the score format is also different. Like you generally don't get AC verdict or WA verdict. Here you will get the points based on the score, like the challenge question in CodeShape, like that. You will not get a specific number, and based on the score, the sum of the score for all test cases, you will get ranked, I think. So Raj, you can go.
Yeah, sure. Like most of the points were covered by Utkarsh and Somo. So let me just share my experience as all the parts are covered. So uh, firstly I participated in my second year, like second year and third year. So when I was in second year, that time I was in hostel only. So we all four roommates, like we four used to live together in one room. So we all participated together, and it was a great experience. Like normally we used to participate in contests like CodeForce and CodeShip, where like problems were solved through a particular algorithm or particular technique. But the only difference between hashcode and normal coding contests or hashcode, it is not like particular thing. That it is kind of optimization problem as mentioned by Utkarsh. Like we were trying to do better and better. Like the point situation, like we were seeing, like we contacted Utkarsh, like Utkarsh said, okay, we are in this point. Okay, then we thought like, okay, we have to do better than this. Like there was a competitive surrounding in our hostel. So it was very much fun, like for us. And yeah, you now in pandemic mode, maybe you can contact to like Google Meet or something and work together solving the problem. But yeah, if it was like in offline mode, then it would have like you could have done better, like you could have worked better. But no problem, like you can contact to Google Meet or call something, work around, like think about the problems, and the solution can be anything. Like you don't have to know only a particular algorithm to solve the problem. Like you have to like think, and so the time is also given like 4 hours. Like it is not 2 hours contest, it is 4 hours contest. There is enough time to think, search, and solve, and score maximum points and rank better. So this is what I would say on this. Ashish, you can now.
Yeah. So about hashcode, is everyone, Utkarsh, Raj, and Soma says all about mention point. But one more thing that I want to add, I also participate in Hascode in second year and third year. It was, and when you started reading the problem statement, it was quite boring. But you have to give time to understand the problem. It takes a lot of time to understand the problem, so don't give up. And another thing, that's all.
Great. So, thanks everyone for sharing your thoughts about hash code. So, what I just got some points that if we take normal coding contests like CodeChef, or which happens in CodeChef or code courses, hash code is completely like a different, because in CodeChef code courses we have one problem state, like some kind of problem statement, and we try to solve it using different data structure and algorithm, and we get AC or WH. So yeah, but in hash code, I have also heard that in some year it happened that it was there. The question was actually you can solve the question using some ML algorithm. So like you can, I think we can also use some kind of ML algorithm and other things to solve the question.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah,
there is no bound in like field limit, like only BTech students only participate. Like it is open for above all for 18 years. Like professional also participate in. If you see the world finals, like there are people above like 30 years or above with lot of experience. So it's not like only particular field and only data structure and algorithm. This 10 subjects, it's like anything. Like you can apply anything literally.
yeah,
Okay,
we
Shiv?
forgot to mention the ML part because I was not experienced at that time using ML, so I only use DSA to solve the problems. Yeah, we missed that part. Yeah, you can use ML, anything you can use, any tool that is available, you can use. And also, Ashish didn't mean the problem statement was boring. It's like you have to be patient to read the whole thing of the PDF. So it's not boring. That it's just you have to be patient in that. Yeah,
Yeah,
Nilanj.
so
It's
the
all.
problem
It's
statement is
all.
also like very different from the normal CodeChef code courses round, right? Yes. So yeah,
Yes, yes.
and what about the participation criteria? Like, is there any participation criteria that you should be in any BTech college, or you should be 18 years old? This kind of thing.
Mhm. Yes, there is one only, I think, criteria that you have to have 18 or 16. It's 18, I think. And there is nothing like this only professionals can participate or students above 18, anyone can participate, like from England. But there is one more criteria that you cannot participate in just one person. Like minimum two should be there and maximum four. So four in a team and minimum two participants should be there. So this is the only criteria, I think. If there is any more like you can mention like if I don't think if there is any or criteria.
Okay, so it is actually a team contest. That means you have to participate in team. You can't participate solo, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, team contest.
Got it. So, for I think for the team bonding things we see in hackathons also, you have to participate in teams. So it helps us to like understand better management, to communicate better with our teammates, which actually help us to like, yeah, when we work in companies, we have to work in teams. So it will definitely help all of us while participating in this kind of contest and hackathons. So yeah, let us move us to our next section. That means we are also glad to announce that that means in hash code we have different kind of hubs. So in hubs, what is the meaning that we one hub is a kind of like place of where a group of people can participate. So as Bhayas has already mentioned, that it is actually a team contest, so you can't participate solo and you take your laptop and you sit in corner. You can definitely discuss among your teammates or among the teams. So for that we have hubs. So we are really glad to announce that this year JGC has our own hub. So when you are registering using the link, you can just select the GDSC JGC in the hub section, and you can your team and different teams can discuss different kind of approach with each other, so that it will help all of you to solve the problem efficiently. So yeah, like can you just give one kind of simple example? What kind of problem they actually ask? That means our audience will get some idea about what type of problem. Like they don't have any idea what kind of problem they ask.
Sumo, you can talk on this.
Okay, so I think previous year the problem was given in some kind of Google Map scenario. Like we are given the time duration for a traffic light will be turned red and traffic light will be turned green, I think. And we have to like there will be like some cars at the start of a road, and we have to maintain the traffic light in such a way that I think the maximum number of cars will be passed, I think. I mean, every light will have a starting time. To if the light turn green and the light, there will be some duration. After that, that light will be turned red, and after some duration, like it will switch from red to green and green to red. Like we have to maintain the like we will be given the duration. I think I'm not fully sure about the statement. I think the statement is like that. We'll be given some duration of every light, and we have to like maintain the starting time and ending time like that, and we have to pass a maximum amount of cars, I think, like that. Like we have to think about like there will be no like we can think about it like a graph, but there will be not a specific algorithm like disaster or anything that can be applied to the problem. We have to think about some like first we have to think about some brute force way that like what will be the time like for every light we will just pick a starting time like that brute force way you have to think. Then you have to like optimize the algorithm, your algorithm. Like Utkarsh, you can mention the Google playbooks. I don't exactly remember
Yeah,
the
in
problem.
when I participated, the problem was like there are many libraries in the world, and you have a list of books. Each book have some certain priority, and you and there is a specific amount of time that is required for that book to be scanned and uploaded on the server. So you have some more constraints were there, that whether you can which will restrict you to scan those books, and based on priority you have to scan. So you have to form a approach that uh, you scan maximum number of books of this much priority, and based on that you calculate a score, and you solve that problem. So you have to optimize the number of books that you can scan in a given time. So problem like that.
So basically, most of the time, Hascode asks graph problem in general. So before going participating Hascode, I suggest everyone that study about graph algorithm and solve most of graph problem, most of common problem, I think.
I think everyone shared their part, and this is it. Like this kind of problems only has could have, like the optimization kind, like where you can't think like this is the solution. Like you can't just write a code and say that this code will pass my all the test cases. Like some test cases will fail, and you have to what you have to target is like I have to pass maximum number of test cases. Like this logic, okay, my this particular code will pass most of the test cases, so this is better than my previous code, which passed only like 40% test cases. Like yeah, this is the way I think Somo and Utkarsh and Ashish explained better.
I can see someone is asking Niloy that what will the people with no previous coding experience face in the competition?
Yeah, sure. I can also see in
If
the
if if
comment. So
it's
if you have,
okay,
yeah,
if
you can
if you
just.
have fixed any time, I'm sorry, yeah, but
No,
I
no,
saw
no.
that.
That's fine. We can take the comments
Okay.
like simultaneously, and we can answer them.
Utkarsh, you gonna answer?
For the people who have no previous coding experience, then if you just know a language, that's okay enough to participate. There is no rule that you have to be this. You have to have some experience before. So you just participate. You will have the experience. If you don't do well this time, you'll have the experience that you can use for the next time. So don't worry, just participate. If you have no coding experience, you will gain some in this one. So just participate.
Like at least you should know like how to run a loop. So if you know, then you can participate. Like you will score at least 1 point, like some points. Like it is not like you have to score like maximum points. You have to score some points, then try to do better. And when we
I,
were in first, second year or first year, like we didn't score like very high points. Like we were something like above 1,000 or around 1,000 ranks we had, like above 1,000 only. So it was not that good. But yes, you if you don't have any previous coding experience, then also you can participate and do at least score at least some points. So you should participate.
I think if you pass the sample, you will get some points. So the sample is very small. In the problem statement, the sample will be given. If you can pass the sample, then you can get some point. I think above 1,000. I think so. If you don't have any coding experience, then try to solve the sample with some for loops that Raj mentioned, like some simple algo to solve the sample only.
Mm. People actually just copy paste output in like see out this output and they get points. So you can try that bad trick, but it's okay for first time. I
Yeah,
think
I
this is
think we
answered very
got.
well.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
Nilesh.
think we.
Okay, Ashish is.
Yeah, Ashish
Okay.
Bhaiya is still.
Okay. I also suggest everyone to participate with HashCode because in this contest you have to submit only output text file, I think. So if you copy you if you get output, then you can also submit the output text file, then you get some score. So try to participate.
You also have to submit the code, I think, right? You have to make a file of the code also and submit it. But they
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
run it. They don't run it at that time. If you score well, then I think they test with the code that whether this output is generated by you all or not.
Like you can run like exponential time complexity test case also, the solution also, because you will have 4 hour, and if you solve if you upload one test case, then you will get some point. If your solution is brute force and exponential, you will try to like run the solution. It may take 15 or 20 minutes, but you still try to like run your solution, because there is a lot of time and you have to solve only one problem. Yeah.
Okay, so we can take another question like how did you approach this problem? The problem which I think Shomu Bhaiya mentioned, maximum number of cars can reach their destination. So how to actually approach problems like this?
I actually don't remember the exact problem statement and like exact solution, but I think I have not solved it with some kind of data structure or algorithms. I think we have solved it with some observations and some brute force approach. Like we have not get exact perfect marks or very good marks, but we will able to solve like get decent amount of marks from every test case. Like I think we have solved it with some brute force. You have to do some observation on the problem and try to run the brute force solution, like not exactly to the power n brute force. I think order of n square brute force or order of n log n brute force. And I think that's the way to approach the problem. Like it will be not like code force is deep to d or deep to e problem where with 2 or 3 observation you will solve the problem. Like you have to make some observation. By the way, you can get some points. Not you will get the most optimal. You don't have to get the most optimal answer for every test case. If you get some answer, some points, then I think that will be good enough.
Yeah, like first we actually write some solution and we get some points and we think like how to do this better. Like eventually we get the idea. Like when you write some test cases, we add something. Okay, let's try this, and you will get that. Like first we start from like okay, let's try the normal brute force and see how much, what's the condition, what's the score. So you also there is one practice contest also going on. I think like some practice problems also you can try that. Like try to approach that problems. You will get the idea, basic idea. So, will you add anything, Utkarsh or Ashish?
No.
I
Okay.
think we can get the problem statement of previous years also. So before
Mhm.
going to the contest, you can see that problem and
Mhm.
just read the question carefully. You will get many points in that also, for observation points which you can use. Uh, and like what I can remember that how I approached the problem when I participated is that I as I said that there's some priority that is there. So first I thought that why not just choose the books which will have less time to scan, so that I can scan more books. So I tried with that, I got some points. Then I thought that why not use the priority also in that, that I use those priority and the time both together to make to form my greedy approach. So try that, and then you'll get some points. If you score less, then discard that one and try to move to some other approach. So like that you have to approach to the problem.
That's why like they are giving 4 hours. Like we can give enough time. Like 4 hours is very long period. Like you will get like hungry in between maybe. But yeah,
So you also need
Mila,
to
you
take our food right beside us so that we
yeah,
can eat
yes, yes.
something
Or
while doing coding.
also previous year it was like midnight. I think the contest was in midnight,
This year
like
also it's
12
from
o'clock.
11 to 3.
Mm. Yes, like so you have to spend time.
Great. So we think we have another question called what are important topics to know to solve hash code problems? Like any particular data structure, you have to be proficient in that or anything, ML algorithm.
If someone
Utkarsh, you
knows
wanna?
the data structure and algorithm, and if you know this ML algorithms or any tool, then of course it's beneficial for you to solve these problems. But like someone asked that they are new in this one, so if just you know a programming language and you can code, then also it's fine. You will at least get some points if you just know a programming language itself. But of course, if you know data structure and algorithms, graph algorithms, binary search, all these algorithms, if you know, then it might be helpful for you in as you have more tools to use ML algorithms. But also, if someone is new, then don't think that I'm not going to participate this time. I'll have some experience, then I'll participate. Just go and participate. This contest itself will give you that experience which you will use in the next time.
Yeah,
Like all all algorithms like
Raj, you can go.
data structures like graphs or ML algorithms are like weapons. Like how much weapons you have in your pocket, like it will help as much you know. But if you are a beginner and you don't know what to do, just participate. Like there are there is 1 month. Try to learn basic things about data structures and everything. You don't have to master everything in one go. Like I have to master everything in like 1 month. No, read the basics and participate in the contest. You will score some point. You don't have to score like highest point. Like I have to rank this. But you have many years to participate. Like participate next year nicely and try, and you will definitely like gain a lot of experience. As said by Utkarsh. So you have to you want to add any point?
Yeah, that's what. And if you don't know anything, like you are just starting programming, then I think recursion is very much needed for you, because if any brute force solution you want to like write, then you have to like know the recursion, because like order of n to the power n, if you want to like code something like order of n to the power n to check every possible outcome, like for backtracking, you can write recursive code. So if you are if you don't know anything, then just try to learn recursion in like the upcoming days before the contest. I think that will help you in the contest, I guess.
Yeah, Ashish Bhaiya, do you want to add anything? Like what are the topics one should learn before participating?
So the most of the time I also mentioned previously, the most of the time Hascode asks graph problem. You have to if you want to solve the graph problem, so you have to know how recursion work, how recursion work. So before participating Hascode, you must know how recursion work. I want to say.
Great. So we got the idea that if you are completely beginner, that means you are in first year or in second year, you should definitely participate because it will help you to just get some experience, which will help you in future, like when you will participate in different competitions like Kickstart or in upcoming hash code. So it will definitely help you to perform well in those competitions. So yeah, that's definitely one thing which the Vyas has already mentioned, that don't always think that I won't be able to solve the problem, I won't be able to win the hackathon. So just participate and it will help you to gain some experience which will help you to in your next events. Yeah. Yes. So we will always suggest the first years and second years also and the third years to participate in the hash code. They should definitely participate and it will help them in upcoming days. So now let us discuss more about the perks. That means Soham has asked that what are the perks of competing in hash code. So what we'll get if we participate in hash code?
Who will say? So you will want to say, Anshu?
Fun, at least fun. You will at least you will enjoy. It's 4 hour
Like,
long. You will participate with your friends. You will solve a real world problem. Maybe you will able to. You may surprise yourself. You may score a good rank in at least in India. So I think that's the perk. If you and of course if you do well, you'll get a chance to be in the finals.
yeah, like participating and getting experience is the biggest perk, I think. But if you like, if you want to know, like, are there any other perks like material item perks? But I don't think they give. I think if you qualify for finals, then they may give you some goodies and extra. I don't think they give goodies in the first qualification round, and obviously winners will get some big amount of prize, but you have to reach there. That's one point. And obviously, like participating in Google contest highlights your profile. If you apply in Google, like for any software developer or data scientist or any role, you will get additional like benefits. Like they have their data in their backend, like where they have their profiles, like this guy performed this, like not only like hashcode, like Kickstart, CodeJam, GSoC, everything. Like participating everything has a like good positive like feedback. Like when you apply to Google, like they will consider you um, if you have good ranks or good achievements in this contest. So that's one of the perk as well. But experience is the biggest perk you will experience. Like nice problem, you spend good hour with your friends discussing, learning something. Yes, this is I think one of the perks. And are there any perks, Somo and Ashish?
I think you will get certificate, a certificate of participation.
Yeah, certificate. That was, yeah, I think
And
these are the perks. I think.
also, if you secure a good rank, then it will be good for your resume also. This is
Yeah, that means we can also put our Kickstart rank in our resume. So it will just attract our recruiters to like, yeah, he is a good
Definitely
problem
hash code
solver.
rank.
Yeah,
Mm, like hash code rank or any rank. Like yes, obviously
yeah,
that's one of the perk
we
as
can
well.
put those in our resume, right? So yeah, like does Google hire from Hashcode? This is the biggest question. Like any hiring opportunity.
Like if your profile is in the is in the like backend, like in the database, and you have applied already, they may uh, like mail you like we have like you have performed good, so we have like selected you for this role. And from Kickstart rank, yes, they hire mostly from Kickstart rank, but yes, from Hascode, if you perform well, like I have personally I haven't got that mail, but many got. Like if you perform like go top 100 in India, top 200 in India, then obviously they will reach you. And like they for like third years, like intern and full time will be coming for like in October or September. That time they will receive their mails. So yes, participate. That is one of the perks. But participate not only for this, but to learn something, like to experience something. If you think like I will participate so that Google mail me and Google gives me an opportunity to interview, that is not the main thing. That should not be the main motive. But yes, this is one of the side motive you will get as a benefit if you rank good. So, yes.
Yeah, so we also got this answer, and we have another question called: Is it necessary or recommended to use any OOPS, or just C programming can suffice? So, is there any barrier of programming languages that you can only use C++ or Python, this kind of thing?
No, I don't think so. If you just know C programming, that's enough. If you can code in C, no problem. If you code in Python, then also it's okay. In any language, there are many choices of language there. You can use any language, and uh, you just have to. You don't have to write a very beautiful code. You just have to translate your idea into that language. So language is not the barrier here. You just have to think of an approach that can optimize that problem. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I
that.
think
So,
yeah,
Hmm.
I think oops is not necessary, but using C can be like difficult because like you if you want to use set in your program, then you have to write the whole red black tree implementation of your of set in your C program. So I think using C++ or Python is better than using C because if you need you kind of need some data structure which is available in C++ STL already. Oops is not needed. I think you have to write functions. You have to know how to write a function. That is enough, I guess.
yeah, this
Great. So
this
that
I think
that, that
both answer the.
yes.
Okay,
So
Nirav, you can go.
that means. Yeah. I was talking that means we don't need to write like exact clean code which we talk. That means we have to name our variables properly and our functions properly. We don't need to do that. We just need to like pass those test cases somehow, and that will do all those things, right? Because
Yeah,
no humans will check our code.
yeah. If you use good variable names and best practices in coding language, then it's always appreciated. But it's not required. And also, if someone is comfortable in C programming and like the main point is that no one should constrain themselves that I know C programming. That's why I would participate in hashcode because it's going to be difficult for me. Just go and participate if you know any language. Any language will work.
And I think if you don't know any language, then 30 days are enough. Like you to get to know the basics of any language to learn for loop at least. Like writing for loop is enough. Like for Hash code, if you can write for loop nicely, then you can just participate in Hash code.
And switching from C to C++ is very easy. I think you can just do it in 10 days also.
Yes, you can switch also from C to C++. That's not a
Yes.
Uh,
So I
you
think
you are not
yeah.
going to use the only benefit you get in C++ is that there is class and you are not going to use class. So basically C and C++ are same in this context.
like
Also, we have
STL
support
part
for
is also
STL.
yeah.
So, yeah,
Yes,
Yeah,
STL part. I was
STL
mentioning.
part. Okay.
Yes. So let us talk like something different from hashcode now. I think we have already covered a lot of things, and people should definitely register. We have already posted the link like in the chat. So we have also pinned the link. So just click the link and you will get the registration link and register now, right? Registrations will end on I think 23rd February. So register before 23rd February, and also do put the our hub name, the GTC JGC hub name in your hub, and you can definitely join our Discord server to communicate during the contest and get more understanding about different technology and things. So yeah, let us move ahead and let us discuss something more from hashcode. So
uh,
we also know that yeah, Utkarsh bhaiya, you want to
yeah. You missed one Sushant Kumar Gupta's query.
okay let Okay, okay. I think I have missed it. Okay, is there only one problem statement and it have many statement? So, like, is there
Uh,
only one problem statement?
no, you get a huge problem statement in a PDF, and you get all the details, all the test cases details, and everything in that. And then you have a range of test cases, I think. Like for easier test cases, you will get some point. For harder and more uh, test cases that are long, then you will certain points. There are no sub statements you have to solve. There is one problem statement only, and you have to solve that test cases. The number of test cases that you solve fetches you that points, which will give you a rank. So there are no sub statements. There is one problem, huge problem statement with all the details and all the test cases, everything in that in the PDF. You can check the archive of hashcode. You will get the previous year questions. You can see there, and then you have to solve as many test cases you can. There are different sections of test cases that you have to upload your code for.
Great. So, yeah, we have also covered this question. And yeah, let us just discuss something more about like apart from hash code. So, uh, we like we all know that you all have participated in different coding contests and hackathon apart from hash code, like Google Kickstart. Utkarsh Bhaiya has also participated in JP Morgan Code for Good hackathon and uh, won the hackathon. So let us discuss something more about like those contests and how did they actually help you to become a good problem solver or help you to like stand apart from the crowd.
Let Utkarsh start.
Yeah, first of all, those if you participate in these problems, you try to test yourself against your competitors, that how much you know and where you stand. So based on that, you can improve yourself. If you win any contest, then that will give you confidence that uh, you have done this, you have this achievement. It might help you in your future, but this contests are for enjoyment purpose. I see them as that. So it also helps you in your future career. You can write them in your CV, and they are they make your CV more authentic. You give your CV a nice look that you participate in this contest. Like it is a uh, evidence that you learned something and you applied somewhere and you have scored this much rank and you stand here. So like this, these contests are very important. But even if you don't win, then you can always come back in this contest and improve yourself.
Thank you,
Someone
Utkarsh
you want
Bhaiya,
to go
for
next?
sharing your experience. Yeah, like
Yeah, so I have not given like some hackathons like Utkarsh, but like I have participated in many competitive programming contests. Like I generally solve these problems, like solve the contest. Like I enjoy to solve the problems. Like generally, I enjoy the Google contests like Hashcode or Code, like I think Code Jam and Kickstart. Like the problem statements are really nice, and I think you should enjoy those contests and like to compete with your friends. Like healthy competition will build up in your college, within your friend circle. Like you have to don't have to cheat and try to get a good rank. If you compete, healthy competition is always good, and try to get better rank than your friends. You will just enjoy. You will get the fun. But I think you have to do it like yourself only, without some external resource like cheating or anything.
Yeah, like if I talk about me, like I have been participating like in competitive programming contests from like first year itself. Like I've from that time, like I have improved a lot in myself, like in confidence wise or in competitive nature. Like these are competitive contests, like you are ranked, like you are entering a competitive field where you will rank. If you rank low, then you feel like you are no one, like you feel depressed. And if you rank high, then you feel like you get a confidence like in your life, like I can achieve this. This is the biggest thing if you participate in this type of contest. Like I have the capability to rank. If I rank higher, like under 500 or under 100, or I rank first, like I get a confidence. Like if I enter in some other field, like I may also perform good in that. So that is one of the bonus point. And I've almost participated in 300 contests in code forces alone. So after participating so many contests, I feel like whenever I sit in the contest, I feel like I am better in my next contest which I participate. Like nowadays I don't participate in that sense, which at that sense I participate in second year. During second year, I used to like, okay, this is very serious for me. If I rank bad, then I feel sad like something. But now I've experienced that much, like if I have a bad contest or I have a bad anything competition, then I have to bounce back and perform better. Like I don't just sit and relax like in that sense. But yes, participating in this contest like will give you a lot of experience in your life. Like in any other field you go, if you participate in there is competition in everything. In real life also there is a competition. Like okay, I have to do this. Like there is competition in everything. So you learn a lot from this contest. You learn everything from small things to large things, everything. So Ashish, you want to add something?
Yeah, yeah. So I want to add that when you participate Hascode like competition, you want you try to solve your problem in yourself. Don't copy code from others, because when you solve a problem in yourself, you feel proud. Yes.
Yeah,
Ashish,
this
you
is
can
I
share
think
your
one of
code data
the
experience, and Raj, you can share your ICBC experience also.
like
Uh,
for just to say like Ashish qualified for like I think finals, code Vita finals. And I think it was around how much participants were there? Like 100 participants around Ashish, right? Am I right, Ashish? Around that,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
total participation. Yes, total participant around India, and he qualified for that. So that is also, you can share your experience that also. That might help.
Yes,
Okay,
we
so
already got one comment from like one request from our comment section to share ICPC and Code for Good experiences. So
is
yeah,
this the right platform if we share ICPC and it's Google, right? It's Google Hashcode.
no, no, no. Why not? Because we these are basically help us to like
Hmm.
build up our problem solving skills. So that's what we need. We definitely need.
Yeah. Actually, you can share. I think you are
in
mute,
Corbita,
Ashish. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. In Corbita, there are total 6 problems, and you have to time to solve 6 problem in 8 hours. There are 2 days in one day. In one day, you have to choose one window, 8 hours window, and you have to try to solve the most of the problem. In my case, I solved I think 5 problem, and there I got 19 gold rank. I think.
World rank 19, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's really great. Like world rank 19 is something which is like really great. So Raj Bhaiya, you have also participated in ICPC. So what was your experience and how it actually helped you to like become a better version of yourself?
Okay. So, like, when I was in first year, like, there was one thing like like in there was something I heard of ICPC, which competitive programmers talk about a lot. So then, like, I heard everyone talking about ICPC from the seniors, like ICPC is something like Olympics for competitive programmers. Like every best competitive programmer wants to represent in regionals, wants to qualify from their college. It gives a sense of achievement, like qualifying. Like for every regions, like one team qualifies. Like rules change, but previously it had rules like only one team qualifies from every regional. It may be different for Amritapuri regionals, but it is normal qualification. So I've I have like practiced and I've worked for in my beginner time. I used to think like okay, I was focused on like I have to represent, like I have to go to ICPC regionals, I have to qualify. Like all my time it was in the mind, but I used to practice. But yeah, I formed a team like in first year, first month only I formed my team. Like when no one basically knows about any coding extra, I was like I want to go. Like I was sure about that. So I used to practice with my friends. Like I practiced like a lot with my friends and I improved myself. But every experience like participating in ICPC or has code on any competition, like these are contests. This adds a sense of confidence. Like I am participating in this contest and I'm ranking this much. This actually will help in a lot of field. Like when you go out in real world, like when you compete, like there is a extra advantage like of confidence and sense of achievement. Like I have performed that well, that I have worked hard and I have achieved this. Now if I work hard in this, maybe I can achieve this as well. So ICPC, in first year, like in first year, I participated and I couldn't solve any problem. Like I was not that good. The problem was easy, but I could not solve. Like it was simple prefix sum problem. Me and my friend were like it was around October, so we couldn't solve and we were very sad. Like I remember we were very sad and I said him like next year we will qualify. So next year when I was in second year, like I was the only team which qualified for like Kharagpur regionals from our college. Like there were like 20 teams only participated from our college that year. So I was the team which qualified Kharagpur regionals, and that also I didn't like perform well in after going that Kharagpur regionals. There were 100 teams, and I ranked 90 in it. Like we solved very badly. Like we solved submitted problems late, and I was very sad in Kharagpur. Like I could not do well when I was in Kharagpur hostel, like IT Kharagpur hostel. Then I was like, sorry, next year I will come back and I will score. Means I will take my revenge, like something like this attitude. So this year I was full ready for going to Kharagpur, but Kharagpur I think didn't bring up their application, and my revenge got revenge only. It stayed revenge, and next year probably I will think of going to Kharagpur again, but I don't know about that. But I have participated in Amrita Puri. Yes, Amrita Puri, and in that they were like I qualified for the uh, I actually forgot the names. Like it was regionals. Uh, it was regionals. I qualified for the regionals. Then there were almost 4,000 teams in that competition, and that we have ranked and qualified for the regionals. And regionals there were 700 teams, and which our team ranked 82. Yes, it was 82 or 87. Like it was 82. Like it was 82 or 87. Like I forgot my rank, which I remembered, but it was 82, and we were like above. Like I was the what I'm going to say is not like competitive nature, but like I'm not saying bad about other colleges, but we ranked above like NIT Durgapur, KGC, like Kalyani, we ranked above them. So we were like this one of the one of the big achievement for us, like for us, like not only for us, like this time no one achieved like I think from our college back yet. Like I'm not boasting, but I'm saying that JEC college students have done it. I'm saying that like if you work hard, you can achieve anything, and this is a kind of achievement like I like and I've shared here. So yes, this was all about my experience. And Utkarsh, you can share your code for good experience.
Yeah, Code for Good is a hackathon that is conducted by JP Morgan. Yeah, and in that one, you have to apply for that, and you get this uh, some problem statements, some the common that we you get on Code Forces and CodeChef. All those problems, kind of problems, two problems you get, and you have to solve them, and then you get selected for the final round. And in the final round, they make your team. They put you in a group of five to six participants, and then three uh, three NGOs come and they share their problem which they face, and they ask you to solve those problems using your technical skills, how you are going to solve those problems. Then you have to choose a problem statement among those three NGOs that you have to that you want to help, and then you are given 24 hours to build something so that their problem so that you can solve their problem. and then you and it's in India it starts from I think 5 o'clock till next day is 5 o'clock, and you have to submit it in that time, and then they evaluate your approach, they the code structure that you gave, the teamwork that you have done, and the NGOs also mark you that how much you have accomplished to solve their issue, and then based on those markings you get your score and you might win. So this is what happens in this is what happens in Code for Good, and I participated in that. We spent the whole night coding and trying to solve the problem, and fortunately I won that competition. But the main thing is that in all this ICPC, the Code for Good, all these team based uh, uh, contests, the best thing is that you learn to coordinate with your team, you learn to listen to others approaches, try to think what others think, and you try to improve your optimization skill, your teamwork skill. So you develop many things in a team based contest, um, which you miss in this code jam and kickstart. So you should always participate in these problems, and you make your team in such a way that you can coordinate with them, you have some sense of coordination with your teammates. So you should make up team like that. This year you can make your team, but from if you participate in this for the first timers, participate in this contest, and then you learn that how this contest happens and how you participate in this, and then from next time um, form your team ahead and and practice with them, as Raj said that he used to participate with his teams. So like that you will make that coordination in your team, and which always helps in during the contests. Yeah.
Actually, Utkarsh mentioned an important point like team, like forming a team which has like coordination between them. It's not like oh, you have to take good people in your team. Obviously, that's a factor. Like you want to have people who are serious about this, like who wants to score. You don't want to take that those people like just for sitting. Like that's one natural, like that's one thing. But take people who you can coordinate with. Like if you take best people, best three people, and they just want to sit alone and solve problem alone and they don't talk with each other and do not coordinate, then that's no use. Like then why you are giving a team contest? Then like you have to discuss and do things. So choose team wisely, choose team such that with your friends, or not with your friends, with someone like you can talk with, like not like sitting alone. And this is like online way, so he just mutes that you no contact between you and him, and you just type your code, he is submitting, you are submitting, and this contest over. This is not a good practice. Try to form a good team so that you can coordinate. This is an important point. So yeah.
Yeah, so we got a basic understanding that from the very first year, like the very first of our like college days, we should have a like good group of people. We can participate with them in different contests, in different hackathons, and we can also get some healthy contest between all of them, and we can definitely discuss different approaches with our teammates. So that will definitely help all of us to like become better. So, Shomu Bhaiya, we have another info that you have also scored very well in GATE 2021, I think. Yeah, 2021. So, yeah, do you want to discuss about that thing? Like,
Yeah,
how
I
did
think.
you,
Yeah.
how you,
So yeah, so I think yeah, competitive programming and Git is different. Only thing that is matching is like data structure and algorithms. That is also in Git syllabus. The other things like DBMS, CN, and OS, this part you have to study for your placements, and these are also very important in Gate syllabus. Besides that, there are like digital logics and computer architecture organization that is not there in our general placement preparation. that is included in GATE syllabus. I think for computer science, the competition in GATE is slightly lower than the other core branches, because people in the core branches will go for MTech and research more than like computer science people. And the resources available free in YouTube or any like GFG or other GATE Vidyalaya or Gate Overflow, I think that are sufficient enough to like score like decent marks, like above 50, like 50 above 50 marks you can score by reading those free materials. And like before, like I used to study for before the semester I used to study from different websites and books. And like before get like 2 or 3 months, then I focused more on like get subjects besides competitive programming. Before that I used to like not study like for gate. I used to solve like participate in every competitive programming contest. Before 2 or 3 months, I have decreased the number of competitive programming contests and studied for GATE. I think you can easily clear GATE if you have a good understanding of your subjects, and that is enough, I guess.
Great, great. That's great suggestion for all of us. And so, Shomo bhaiya, are you planning to like do your MTech, or are you planning to just stick to the IT industry? Like you are currently interning at media.net.
Yeah, I have not fully planned that what should I do, but I'll definitely like discuss with my friends and families what should I do, and I have some planning. Then I think if I get some PPO, then I have to think more about like what should I do.
Great. So yeah, I think we have covered a lot in today's session, and our audience has also like got a lot of information. And yeah, once again, you should definitely participate in those contests, hackathons, whatever. You just come across some kind of contest which is happening, and you should definitely register and participate. So yeah, that's all about for today's session. I think all, and thanks again all of our Vayas for like attending today's session and give some like really insightful thoughts about their journey, about the different contests, and how you can improve yourself, and how you can just uh, do some good work while you are in your college. So yeah, so we can like end our today's session, and thanks again. Thank you for joining, everyone.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you,
very
Thank
Nilaj.
you.
much.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Thanks
Vibhu. Thank you
everyone.
for
JDSC,
conducting
JGC
the
for
session.
inviting. Yeah, thank you all the whole team.